Great, cool. Hey, hi, Mean Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Stephanie.
I live in Bremerton.
I live in Olympia with my parents, my husband, my 2 kids, my 2 brothers, and 2 dogs. I'm in the middle of a move, so
That's why we haven't podcasted in forever, because Stephanie's in the middle of a move and she lives with my parents, and there's no room to podcast there, and she's been really busy looking for a house and moving and all that other good stuff. And I have been sitting and knitting, so I have a lot to show.
I'm jealous.
I know, it's been great. I have the best life.
You really do.
I knit all the time. So I live in Bremerton with my boyfriend and my 5 kids, and I knit all day. So in case you haven't figured it out already, which I'm sure you have, because you're probably a really smart person, this is a knitting podcast where we talk about knitting and yarn.
And
That's it. That's it. Knitting and yarn. So if that's your thing, hey, what's up? You can stay around. If not, then, I don't judge. Whatever you want to do. It's cool.
Anyways,
Anyway.
it's been forever. It's been like 2 months, so we're a little out of whack, so
Oh my
this will
gosh,
probably be...
so out of practice. Tell Stephanie, message her and tell her to buy a house so that we can do this more often.
I'm trying.
She's not.
I am.
She isn't.
I am.
She's not trying at all. If she actually cared about you guys and actually cared about the podcast, she would have bought a house by now. It's been months.
If I bought a house by now, we wouldn't have a podcasting room.
You need to sit up. You look like a floating head.
Well, you're taller than me.
I'm not tall. I'm on my knees because the way that we have the camera set up. See, now who's taller? Okay. All right. Anyway, let's just jump in. We did obviously some Christmas knitting that we're not going to show because we don't have them all here, but yay.
Yay.
We knit. And it's some Christmas socks for myself. Let's just jump in. I'm just going to do stuff and you can jump in when you get a chance.
Oh, thanks. Do you want a stop blocker?
No, I do not.
dug these out of my
Okay,
totes.
I knit a pair of Christmas socks.
Focus on something.
Well, they can't focus on. I'm not giving anything to focus on. Oh no, I don't know how to do sock blockers. I've literally never done it before.
Oh, well, you figure it out.
Okay.
Yay.
I knit some socks. I used the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, which changed my opinion about socks knitting forever. It's so easy and so simple that I like knitting socks. It turned out that I actually don't mind knitting socks. I just hate the heel flap and gusset, and specifically the gusset. Changed my life. These are amazing.
What is happening?
We turned the autofocus off. Anyway, I have not woven in my ends, but I have worn them, so I'm probably not going to weave in the ends. My one other pair of hand knit socks that I own don't have the ends woven in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no. And I knit them like 2 years ago, and I've worn them
Multiple times.
many times since.
That's
Anyway,
funny.
so I have an entire pair. These are Hannah Made It in the Jingle Joy colorway. And she actually gifted me this skein for my birthday. And so that was really fun and nice. And I am not a klutz. Well, I am a klutz, but that's not the right word I'm looking for. I'm so dumb. I decreased on my toe to 8 stitches. Instead of, 12 you're supposed to do?
12.
Yeah, I did 8, but I put them on and you really can't notice. It's not that big of a deal.
They're very pointy.
They're pointy. They look weird.
Like elf socks.
Okay, there's a picture on my Instagram of me wearing them and they look fine. So I don't have long pointy toes. That's how it went. I didn't want to rip it out. But okay, in my defense, you cast on 64. You split 32 for the heel. And then you start decreasing 64, 32, 8. I don't know. It seemed like the next logical number.
It's so...
They're pointy, but they fit and they're great. Okay? Alright, so I knit a pair of socks. They're just plain vanilla socks because that's the kind of socks that I enjoy knitting.
I like it. They're gorgeous.
They're very Christmassy.
They are.
But I finished them... this was my Christmas Eve cast on. And I finished it by New Year's Day.
Well, aren't you great?
I know, I am. I'm pretty great.
Let's see, we're...
So, yeah, there you go. There's my first finished object.
Yay! I finished socks too.
Did you?
I should have
been doing this
while you were talking. There we go. I finished these socks. This is the Hannah Made It in the Lead and Gold colorway. And the heels, toes, and cuffs is the Castle colorway from
Chasing Rabbits.
Chasing
Fiber Company.
Rabbits. And yeah, Fish Lips Kiss Heel.
Okay, first of all, I think that the Castle colorway looks so good with lead and gold. Made to go together.
I love the Castle colorway. I have used this colorway in 3 different projects.
Is this a BFL? Or is this a Reliant sock?
75-25.
Oh, okay.
But I love them. I've been working on these for over a year. So, you know, you've seen them lots of times. But they're finally finished. And I'm really excited. There's nothing special about them. So
I love Hannah Made It yarn. I love Hannah too, but I love her yarn. And I'm always telling her, like, Hannah, you're an artist. She's an artist. I think that Hannah is definitely like one of the top 3 in the industry.
I really love her yarn. It's gorgeous.
It keeps doing that.
I know.
Okay,
I don't know why it's doing that. So I don't know.
We're just gonna ignore it from here on out. But in the interest of full disclosure, this is just something I've been thinking about, and I want to mention because I talk about Hannah Made It yarn a lot, and I buy 99% of my Hannah Made It yarn at full price. I don't have a discount code. It's not something that's being given to me for free, and if it is, I'll tell you. But it's not, you know, a gift. It's not like something that I've been like, oh, Hannah, give me a discount code or something, because I believe that when your friends have a business and you want to support your friends, you pay full price. You don't get a discount because that's not supporting your friends, really. So I have had other dyers reach out to me and say, hey, would you like a discount code for my yarn? And truthfully, not really, because you're my friend, and I'd rather pay you what you're worth or what you're charging full price. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I guess that's just me. But so when we say that we used Hannah Made It yarn, it's not a commercial.
It's not.
That's all I'm saying.
We paid for it.
We did.
So, actually, my brother-in-law paid for it. It's Christmas.
Well, right,
Wherever it goes.
yeah.
But I mean, we're not. Hannah is not. What is happening?
I don't know.
Ugh.
Your hands are in focus. Nice hands, dude.
Oh, thanks. Look at that.
Those are beautiful.
Oh,
Those are
there we
great.
go. Oh, look at that. There we go. So,
It's fine. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. People aren't watching anyway. They're just listening.
yes. Anyways,
If you suffer from vertigo, just listen to this one.
we just love Hannah's yarn. That's all.
We just love Hannah's yarn.
we,
That's it.
We pay for it. We love it. It's great.
I want to support my friends, right? So,
And she does beautiful work.
and she does beautiful work. It's totally worth it.
So
I'm really happy about that. Okay.
oh my god, maybe it'd be better if the autofocus, like, let's. I turned it off.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we turned it off. My next finished object is, I can't remember the name of it or who designed it, but I mean, it's just some random scarf. Probably never heard of it. I don't think anybody's ever knit one. I think I was the first
I think you were.
project.
Did you come up with this yourself?
No. No, I didn't. No, this is the Exploration Station by Stephen West. I'm sure you've seen a million of them. Black, white, gray, sock yarn, 75-25, but it's actually ridiculously soft for what it is. And
Super
then
soft.
this is Malabrigo sock in the Light of Love colorway. Is that right? Light of Love? I think so. Anyway, I knit this for my mom for Christmas. It took me months.
Months.
I worked on this forever. It took a long time. No, it really didn't, but isn't it great? Oh, I love it. And she says she loves it too.
She wears it all the time,
So it smells really good.
and I can say that.
She smells good. You smell good, Mom. Stephanie brought that for me to show off. But yeah, so I knit the Exploration Station. It's really easy. It was my first brioche project when I made one for myself. And I didn't even use a lifeline. I just kind of went for it. And Barbara from the Flame and Fiber podcast is making one. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, because I just watched her podcast the other day. I love
She's a
her.
new one out.
I know, and I just watched it.
I am not sorry, Barbara.
I'm the worst friend ever.
I am, but I am like
I love her.
in the middle of a freaking move, and it's. Ugh.
Okay, so what else do you have here?
Let's see. I knit my dad a pair of socks for Christmas.
Ah, so cute.
It's out of
Miss Babs.
Miss Babs. I don't remember the colorway. I'm a terrible
Just
podcaster.
a very masculine.
But yeah, he wanted a pair of socks for Christmas, and it was like the end of October, and he's like, you know, I would really like some socks for Christmas.
Has he been wearing them?
He has not worn them yet
Ooh.
because he says that he's going to wear them for the first time on the anniversary. He's saving them for a special occasion.
Well, I hope that he likes them.
But he tried them on, they fit, and he likes
did
them.
try 'em on.
Yeah, he
Okay,
tried them
good.
on, they fit, everything's good. I knit these,
Really
I
nice.
knit my men's socks on 1.5s,
Mm-hmm.
and these...
84 around?
84 around.
Yeah, heel flap and gusset.
Yeah.
That gusset must have been...
I don't mind the gusset, what I hate is the heel flap. I
Dude,
hate knitting back and
I
forth.
will knit all of your heel flaps if you'll knit all my gussets.
I don't mind the gussets. The gussets go fast.
No way, because it's like 120 stitches. And it's like so many. And then it just takes forever. And I always mess up the decreases. Always.
No, I don't mind the gusset. I actually am happy once I get to the gusset.
The gusset drives me crazy.
But, yeah, they're just plain vanilla. Nothing special about them. But I knit my dad a pair of socks for Christmas.
Yay! They're cute.
Yay! And this is out of the Tencel. This fabric has that
Yeah.
merino, Tencel, and nylon. And it's so soft.
Really nice. I don't... Yeah. It is
I love
really
it.
soft.
Yeah.
You're such a tight knitter. Oh my gosh.
This is 1.5. I knit my socks on
I knit
ones.
all my socks on size 0s. So unless I tell you otherwise, they were size 0s. I knit these socks for my niece, Zoe. Stephanie's
She
daughter.
loves them.
She hasn't worn them yet.
I
can
know,
tell.
but she wants me. That's because I haven't
So,
opened the ends yet.
I used the Fish Lips Kiss heel. And then this yarn is from Pandia's Jewels. I don't remember the colorway, but they were a gift from my friend April. And she has the Tangled Cat Speaks podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I just thought that my niece would really, really love these colors. So I knit these for her for Christmas. And then, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel for the toe.
That's what you should have done on those.
I know. But I did a Fish Lips. Somebody told me you can do that. And so
Yeah.
you have to Kitchener 32 stitches across. But honestly, I don't mind Kitchener stitch. And I feel like once you start going, it's not much more effort to do 32 than it is 8 or 12.
12.
Basically, I'm never doing a regular toe again. I'm only going to do
Fish Lips Kiss.
because I don't know, it works. They fit my foot really well. I knit another pair of socks for someone. I didn't try these on, but I've tried a Fish Lips Kiss heel
Toe on.
at some point in my life, and they fit really great. So I think I'm gonna do it forever. But I really, really, really like the way that these came out. Yeah, and she likes them, and I know the ends are not woven in yet because I didn't get around to it. Well, I didn't weave in the ends because they're self-striping socks, and I wasn't sure they were gonna fit her. So I kept a ball of yarn in case I needed to rip the toe out
And add some more. Yeah.
and add some more so that the there'd be continuity, right? So I just ripped off several stripes so that I can make them larger, but they don't need to be made larger. They just need to have their ends woven in.
Yep, I just need to do that.
So. Somebody said she would do it at Christmas, and she hasn't done it yet.
Well, my daughter took them downstairs, then she brought them up to me on like a Monday morning and was like, Mom, can you weave these ends so I can wear them to school today?
Oh.
No, we have to leave in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't have time to weave in your ends right now.
But I feel
And then
like
I
these
threw them
are-
on the pile.
I feel like these are her colors. I feel like she likes those. And then, but she asked for wool socks for Christmas, and she's like 11. So I felt like if you're 11 years old, 12
She's 12.
years old, and you want wool socks for Christmas, you should get wool socks. So I knit her a pair, and her mom didn't.
You're a better person than I am.
So
I
there
don't
you go.
say.
I knit those in December.
I knit one pair of socks. And they were for my dad for Christmas. So,
Okay, well I knit that for Zoe for
yeah, well,
Christmas.
guess you love her more.
I do.
Oh, well, she can move in with you.
Great. I hope she
All right.
does. So you can come stay with me.
Let's see.
Do you have any other finished objects?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
you do.
finished objects, man. This is like finished object parade.
This
It's been
is the
so long.
finished object show.
It is. I finally finished my Everything Shawl by Vera Valimaki.
It's only been like 8 months and you did it.
I started it in May and I finished in January.
But to be fair, that twisted rib is nuts.
It
It's a lot of twisted rib and you powered through it.
Yep, all twisted
It
rib.
looks amazing.
It's great. I love it. It's got garter, twisted rib, lace, twisted rib,
It's
short
amazing.
rows, twisted rib, brioche, more twisted rib, and more garter. But this shawl is everything. I love it. I kind of want to make another one.
I thought about making another one too, but that Just, if you haven't started drinking yet, just start, and then you won't
What is
notice.
happening?
Our podcasts are best viewed with a lot
Alcohol.
of vodka.
Ugh. I'm gonna start drinking vodka.
Let's get
Be
drunk
like Chevy.
next podcast. Yes. We'll get drunk, and then we won't notice, and we won't mention it. We'll look normal.
I like it. Let's do it. All right.
Oh my god, that'd be so fun. Yes, next podcast. Be
Sleepover
at your
podcast.
house, sleepover podcast, and we'll have drinks.
Oh, God, we should have done that because Howard was like, oh, you're just gonna stay the night down there? I'm like, should have.
We should have done that. Yeah. Okay. So your new house. That's what
Yep.
we're doing.
Okay.
Made a plan.
So here
this
we go.
is Tiger
Okay.
lily and apple fiber yarn
Yeah.
in a alpaca wool base.
Yes, merino alpaca nylon.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's amazing.
Really great.
This is hedgehog fiber sock. And
No, it's not. Mm-mm. This is.
Oh, it's not. It's bitter.
It's bitter and smushy.
German color.
German color. Yep.
I'm like way over on the side. This is Stephanie's show today.
I missed you guys.
I love these colors so much. Like, this is not colors I would wear, but they're such good colors for you. They're perfect. They're
I love
amazing.
it.
This is
It matches my
it's,
coat.
it's incredible.
My coat is green with orange, peachy coral orange.
Just forget about it.
I
Get drunk,
can't.
everyone.
There you go.
It's amazing.
But
It's
I
amazing.
love it. I just need
It's
to
amazing.
weave in the ends and block it. But oh my gosh, see there. Oh, like, what is
It's
it?
amazing.
But I don't know. It keeps turning back on. The autofocus.
It's amazing. It's an amazing.
I love
shawl.
it so much. Oh, maybe I'll just wear this.
I know. I'm wearing my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along shawl. I think that you guys have seen the finish.
I think so too.
But oh, that border, amazing. I love it. It's Leslie. Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
She just messaged Stephanie on Instagram. Oh, look how amazing this is. Okay, sorry. You've already seen it. I think. It's on my Instagram.
I
Okay.
didn't even finish
Anyway.
mine yet.
So, yeah, let's just wear
So
our
I got
shawls.
that. All right, and then you got another
yeah,
finished up?
I got
Okay.
another finished
Okay,
project.
I had to sit up to be as tall as you and not a floating head, but
This is my
Maybe a floating
Unicorn
head.
Parallelograms by Stephen West. It's one of his earlier patterns, I think. It's a scarf, and it's designed to be used with minis.
scoot over.
Madeline Tosh unicorn tails. Anyway, Stephanie got me an advent for my birthday. Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
And so every day in December, I opened up another color and added a color to my amazing scarf. You guys, this is ridiculous. This is amazing. And I worked on it every day. And throughout the month of December, I'm not going to go into my health problems because I honestly don't have very many. But December, I was like decrepit. I got food poisoning for the first time in my life. I got the flu. I got a cold. And I threw my back out.
It was not a good month for you.
It wasn't a good month for me. And so but I finished this. It took me about 2 hours every day. And then the 24th color was this variegated color called Yes. Yes. And I knit it up in a stripe and it looked awful. So I used it for the border instead. And I'm really happy that I did it that way.
It looks really good.
I'm really excited about the border because I would have been really sad if I had to break in to day 25
I love that
just for the
so
border.
much.
This is Mint Condition by Madeline Tosh, and it's in their Tosh Merino Light. And it is speckly, and that's exactly the colors, guys. That's exactly it. Mint Condition. It's amazing. So, advent calendar for my birthday. All knit up. Except for this. I don't know what to do with this yet.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
some kind of brioche or something. I haven't decided yet, but it is lovely. It is so Christmassy and so amazing.
I think it'd be great in brioche.
Like maybe a hat.
Stocking?
I don't know. But those are my finished object.
Let's see. What else do
I'm
we
pretty
have?
excited about that.
I finished. Okay, I can sit back up now. Oh,
I only have whips now.
I have another.
Oh, you finished.
I finished my Maritimo tee.
Oh, it
by
looks so good.
Caitlin Hunter.
It looks so good.
I use Hedgehog cereal. The contrast gray stripe is Castle by Chasing Rabbits Fiber. And this is Raku?
Raku? I would say Raku.
I don't know. By Hedgehog Fibers.
Oh my god. Okay,
And
Raku in the skein is ugly. Raku knit up is amazing. It's like this stained glass effect. Oh, it's so good.
I love it so much.
good.
I have like a lot of it left, so I'm pretty excited to do that. But I finished. It needs to be blocked and the ends woven.
You know what?
Surprise.
You could make Raku socks with heels, toes, and cuffs and cereal, and then you have matching socks with your Maritimo.
I thought about doing like a hat, like a Raku hat,
Ooh, that's a cute idea too.
but not with cereal because then I would look bald.
That's amazing.
A
You've been
hat
on
with
that
a-
forever too.
I know. I started this in July. So
Yeah, you were working on it when we went to Yarn Prom.
Yeah. So, but I finished finally just yesterday. But I'm pretty excited with it. I can't wait to block
I'm
it
really
out
happy
and wear
for
it.
you. I'm really happy for you. It looks
So-
really great. I can't wait for you to have it and wear it.
One day when I get a
Absolutely.
house, I will block it. I don't have space to block anything right now. So I just finish it and it goes into a pile in my room.
I am knitting Maritimo.
I love yours.
I'm still on the body, obviously. This is Hannah Made It in the Strung Out on Love. Ooh, I'm not gonna show you guys that ugly seam. Hannah Made It in the Strung Out on Love colorway. It's grays and whites with like some neon pops, and it's amazing. And then the pink is, oh, that's really bright. Birthday Wishes by Dandelions and Daisies. And then the black is literally just some fingering weight black wool that I got at a yarn store. I don't know.
Black.
It's just black. So yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I didn't want to knit a Maritimo at all. Stephanie was knitting one and I was like, well, that's great. Good for you. Congratulations. Enjoy your sweater. No interest. But then for my birthday, Jake and Ray from Dogstar Knits gave me an Etsy gift card. And I immediately went and bought 2 skeins of Hannah Made It in the Strung Out on Love colorway.
It's gorgeous.
So good. And then I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I wish I could make a sweater out of it. But I only have 2 skeins. And then it occurred to me
The Maritimo.
that I could use, you know, the pink. Make a Maritimo. And I decided to do it, and I could not be happier with how it's going. My only complaint about the sweater is that it says to knit for 15 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I should measure 15 inches because the bottom is scalloped. Is it 15 inches from the short point or from the long point? Because I don't want, if I feel like if I measure it from the long point, it's going to be too short.
Well, I feel like I measured from the long point, but I have a really short torso.
I have a long torso.
So I would measure it from the short point.
Yeah, I think this.
Because you're only talking about like
I
this much difference. It's not very much.
I have a really long torso, and I'm only 5'4".
I have a really short torso.
I have a long
I'm
torso.
5'4".
Like I feel like for as long as I have to knit my sweaters, I should be at least 5'9".
But it's crazy. I mean, look at this. You're always taller than me on the podcast, and we're the same height. That's how much shorter my torso
Right,
is.
like because it's just my torso. I don't have long legs or a long neck. I don't know. Maybe I have a freakishly long neck.
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
sure.
but we're the same height standing.
We're the same height
in the
standing, and my
podcast,
torso is like this much longer. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about that sweater. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. But what I want to do is, like I just suggested to you, take this Birthday Wishes colorway. It's like a pink speckly from Dandelions and Daisies. She's a local dyer to us. Cherish.
Her yarn's gorgeous.
Her yarn is gorgeous. I wish I was a billionaire. And then use this for heels, toes, and cuffs. And make Valentine's Day socks.
That would be cute.
Right? I know. Because I want to make holiday socks this year.
With your leftovers, that'd
Because
be cute.
I don't really enjoy making socks, but I enjoy holidays. And I enjoy holiday socks, so.
Yeah, I have enough to... I mean, this is my leftovers.
Yeah, you could make
And I
sorting-
still
or you
have
could do
some
jelly
castle
roll.
left. I can put it in a 4th project.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I love that. I went on her site the other day to see if she had any, but there wasn't any. But I love it.
Zoe's heels and toes match the gray in Mom's shawl.
They do.
The same.
Is it same?
It's the same.
I love it.
And the gray in Zoe's socks and the gray in Mom's shawl is the same as the gray that was in the Peaceable Knits that I knit for Alex.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
3
I got
gifts.
a lot of use out of that gray. Yeah, I knit the Peaceable Knits. I don't have them on the show. I have a picture of them on my Ravelry. My Ravelry has pictures of almost everything. But they're stranded elephant mitts, and they went over really well. She seemed to like them, so. Oh yeah, you knit this.
So I knit this. It's not done. So the last few episodes, I did not have much to show, but that was because I was working on this, which is the Harvest cardigan by Tin Can Knits. Thank you. I was like, you're welcome. So I knit this for my mom for Christmas.
She means she knit it for me.
I love it. I was secretly hoping my mom would hate it so I could have it.
It's amazing.
She likes it. It's not done because my mom wanted 3/4 length sleeves. So I stopped it where I thought they should probably stop so she could try it on, because I was not gonna like rip out sleeves and do it twice.
No.
So for Christmas she got a half finished sweater. And then I still gotta finish the bottom ribbing, but I needed the yarn to finish the sleeves and then use the rest of the yarn for that. So, but this is out of Malabrigo Rios and the Hollyhock.
My friend Leah just texted me and asked if we could podcast, please. So I sent her a selfie like while Stephanie's talking.
So I did it out of the Hollyhock colorway. And Harvest by Tin Can Knits. It's
gorgeous,
easy.
and it's so soft. And use Malabrigo Rios, right?
Yeah, Malabrigo Rios. I love it. My only complaint about this pattern, and it's made for beginners, is that it tells you to like increase for the front, like increase here and increase here, but it doesn't tell you what increase to use, which is fine. I know left, make one right, make one left, and which way that's gonna lean, but that's only because I've knit enough sweaters that I know that off the top of my head.
I was watching a podcast the other day, and I can't remember which one it was, so I feel really bad even mentioning this. But they said that make one right and make one left are brand new knitting inventions, and that we haven't had them for very long. And so if you don't use directional increases, it's totally okay. It won't make a difference because we haven't used them before, so it's fine. The sun came out.
It did. Well, that makes sense, but I
don't know how true that is, but I'm not calling anybody a liar. I believe it. I don't know. It sounded legit.
Tin Can Knits, I mean, this is a very beginner, like your first cardigan pattern. It's a free pattern. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just wish that they had
directional.
And
you know what's nice about this pattern too? I wasn't really listening, so
that's okay.
But I love that the band is knit at the same time as everything else. You don't have to pick up stitches.
No, you do a provisional cast on.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it right there. And you knit the collar band.
Yeah, it looks shitty.
And then, yeah, thanks.
I'm kidding.
And then you
can't
pick
see it at all.
Then you pick
yeah.
up,
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. And then you pick up stitches along the back and then just start it. So there is picking up just along the back neck, but then the band is knit all in front. And there's no buttonholes or anything. It's just an
it's
open
really
cardigan.
easy. But you had knit Zoe this sweater.
Yeah.
In a similar color.
Yeah.
And my mom loved it and wanted it for herself. So Stephanie knit it for her for Christmas while living in her house, which I feel like is a major accomplishment because
it was hard. Like, I would be knitting on this as much as I could throughout the day, and then my mom would come home and she was like, oh, I'm gonna go sew. You want to come knit and sew? No, I don't want to knit right now. Right now, I am so tired of like just basic stockinette knitting. I could just scream because I've done it for hours already. I need to.
Yeah.
I love knitting, but this was hard to get through.
Yeah.
Because it's just stockinette in a solid color forever.
Did you alternate any skeins or did you just?
No, I did not alternate skeins.
Well, it worked out pretty well. For
I don't alternate skeins, so
I do.
It's total thug life. I alternated skeins. I guess that's a lie. Right before I change to the next skein, I will alternate like an inch.
Stripe it in.
Just stripe it in and then go. I hate alternating skeins so much. That's what I do. I just stripe it in.
It looks really great. I can't tell any major color differences, really. I mean, a couple.
I mean, a couple.
It looks great. It looks
but
fantastic.
It's not like there's a big jarring.
No, there's not.
Thing.
It looks really good. Even on camera, it looks good. You can't tell anything.
But yeah, so I knit that for my mom. It's a great pattern. It really is. It was just a sea of stockinette. And
Yeah.
so I gotta finish that for her. But that.
So in December, I ordered, oh crap, will you get that? The yarn from Yarn Cafe? Okay, so I ordered a skein of yarn from Yarn Cafe Creations. And that's Christy, and I think that she's moved to her own website. I'm not sure if she's on Etsy anymore. But this is her Honeycrisp colorway, and she was having an autumn sale. And I mean, I know I just said this whole thing about, oh, support your friends, and I do support my friends, but when they have sales, I also support them.
But it wasn't just a sale just for you. It wasn't just
no, it wasn't a sale just for
She
me. It was a sale for
everything-
everybody. And so I bought this, and because I had seen somebody else knit it, and they used it in a brioche project, and it was amazing. And I was like, oh my god, I have to have that. And then she announced a sale on her autumn yarns, and I was like, this is happening. I am buying this.
So pretty.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to knit something with it. I might knit like fall socks. I might not. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to look at it and enjoy it because it's amazing. I love this color. I know, mine too. So then,
just keep talking.
it came in a giant box. A giant box. It was huge, and I was like, okay, I know that skein just isn't in that giant ass box, right? So I opened up the box, and her and Tristan had gotten together. Tristan from Dragon Horde Yarn had gotten together and made us little advent calendars.
It's so sweet.
It was the nicest thing.
Like,
I legit cried.
Up. Yeah, it was.
It was ridiculous. They were just one-of-a-kind minis, and they put them together for us. And not one-of-a-kind minis, but like it wasn't the official advent calendar set or anything. It was just the minis, and it was
oh my gosh, so sweet.
The sweetest thing. And the best, not the best part, one of the great parts was that they had included in one of the packages a bar of Tuft woolens, whatever, the sock soap, and it was like the amber plum or plum amber scent, and the entire box smells so good. In fact, I haven't even opened mine. I just leave it in my knitting bag.
I haven't opened mine either.
So,
just have it in there.
So it can like make all my
Everything
projects smell so good.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to knit sweaters with our advent yarn. And so I am knitting. I haven't finished. I'm almost finished. I'm like within a couple hours of finishing. But I knit the Japan Sleeves sweater by Hohi Locatelli. And the way this sweater works is that you knit the Japanese lace up the panel of the sleeves, and then you pick up around and you knit the body of the sweater. But the best part is when you're finished with the sleeves and you go onto the stockinette body, you knit the sleeves first. They're done.
Did you seam them? Oh, you already did?
Yeah, I already seamed them and everything. This just needs ribbing around the cuffs and the neck, and then I'll be finished. I had knit the Japan sleeves before, and I hated it, and I ran out of yarn, and I didn't like it, and I ripped it all out. But I kept the lace panel because I love the pattern so much that I knew I wanted to knit it again, but I didn't want to redo the lace. So I just kept it, and I waited for the perfect project, and then when we got these skeins, I was like, oh my gosh, I already have these lace panels. I'm just going to use this. So I did. I knit this up in whatever colors came out, and my numbers did fall off, but they weren't in any real order, so I don't think it mattered all that much. I just picked one every day. I just stuck the numbers back on. And it was amazing. It was the best gift ever.
Seriously, so sweet.
I had 2 advent calendars this December, and I'm getting them every year for the rest of my life because it made my entire Christmas season so amazing.
It did. It was so fun
amazing.
to open them. And like, we were homeless. Well, live with my mom, but we didn't have like, I'm not homeless, but I don't know, it just kind of helped me feel like in the Christmas spirit because I mean, I didn't have any of my Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we had our presents downstairs on the couch is where we opened up our little family. I don't know. So it was really like amazing to have, I don't know, an advent calendar and something to open up every day, and I felt Christmassy.
It was so Christmassy.
And it was just, it's just, yeah, oh my god, I'm gonna get like
I know. And Neil was like,
Choked
oh,
up
what do you
talking
want
about
for Christmas? And I'm like, honestly, I'm just so full of the Christmas spirit. I don't even need any presents anymore. Like, you don't have to buy me anything. He did. He did buy me stuff. But every single night, I would turn on Christmas movies with my kids. And we'd watch Christmas movies. And I would knit on my Advent. Or my sweater. And both. I did both of these, by the way. Look at this. This is my December knitting. All of this. And Zoe's socks.
Well, here's my Advent sweater. It's not as impressive.
It's not as impressive, no, but it's still nice.
I love it. It is serious business.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business. That's right. That one. Thank God I have you. It's unfinished business. I should
Why
take
do I
notes.
have to remember everything?
I don't know. It's your job. So,
That's why I'm here.
it's unfinished business. I forgot who it was by, and I can't look it up because we're on my phone. But
Look at this. You know what?
I got the first half done.
But you had a lot of Christmas knitting to do in December.
I did. I knit my cousin a pair of socks. I knit my other cousin a hat. My two other cousins got fingerless mitts, and I don't mean to pop my knuckles. And then I knit my aunt a hat, the Kodak hat. So
There was a lot of knitting, so you didn't have a lot of time.
I didn't have a whole lot of time. But this is the next step to be finished, and I am so excited. I'm going to wear it all the time. But I love it.
I love that.
And it
like,
makes me so happy.
I
to
knit
look
mine
at.
top down, and you're knitting yours bottom up.
Mhm.
And I love how different they look, even though the yarn is the same.
Yeah.
Like, seriously? How great is that? Oh, they look so
I
different.
love it. They really do.
I love them.
I
love
it.
them. But they look the same, too. Like, they go together. I should wear these to, like, a festival.
Yeah, heck yes. This is next on my. I gotta order some needles for the sleeves.
Yeah.
It feels like I've been knitting for a long time, but I still feel like almost every project I have to knit, which
Oh,
I'm happy.
I hate knitting sleeves.
But I gotta buy needles.
I feel like I have to buy needles a lot more than I actually have to.
Right? I feel that too. Like I shouldn't have to buy this so much, but I do. Anyways, I love it.
It's
Those
great.
ladies totally made my holiday and made my Christmas, and I love this sweater so much.
I just reached
So
behind me
much.
to figure out to find knitting, and I felt this lump of like fleece, and I was like, "What is that?" It's like solid, and it's like stuffed. Those are my feet. I just literally cannot feel them.
I know mine started tingling.
I can't feel my hands touching
I've
my
made
foot right
so
now.
many faces
I was
through
like,
this podcast.
Right.
Like,
I'm like, what is that? Maybe we should invest in like table and chairs.
well, I'm hoping at my house I will have a craft room, and I can set up a podcasting corner. Is my goal.
Right. I totally lost feeling in my feet now.
Yeah,
That's fine.
well, sorry. All right. See
All
what
right.
else.
So I'm working on my oldest whip. I pulled it out recently.
Oh, are we going old whips?
We're going old whips now. Well, I've been working on this one. I just finished section 5. This is my Marled Magic sweater by Stephen West. I'm doing a lime and purple theme. There's some raspberry color right here. I regret that 100%, but it is what it is. I'm not ripping it back. It just has to live there. I don't know. So I just finished section 5, and I'm really excited about it because I used my hedgehog fibers mohair from my everything
The
shawl.
UFO?
No. Ghost. So it's this really light purple. Look at this section. I am in love with this section right here on my sweater. Oh, it's amazing. So it goes like this, I think, something like that. And I'm starting the front now.
I need to make mine.
And I'm using from Fauna Fibers. Melissa gave me a little mini at Rhinebeck. So that's going to go in the very front because it's special to me. So thank you, Melissa.
That's so sweet of her.
I know. Who brings minis to Rhinebeck? Way to show us all up, Melissa. God.
No. Let's see. I have a vest.
Not a
This
vest.
is my Jones cardigan.
It
But
needs
I
sleeves.
finally seen the front and the back together, the shoulders. That's it. It's not very exciting, guys, because you've seen it a million times, and like that's where I was last time. So I finished the back and one of the fronts and put it together, and now I picked up for the sleeves.
I knit one of these.
You did.
I knit one. It took me
It
6
was
weeks.
magical.
It was 6 weeks of straight knitting, and I knit one for a friend of mine, and for Christmas, and
I wanted to keep it.
I wanted to keep it too. I used Malabrigo Rios in the Paris Night colorway, and I wanted to keep it. Although, truthfully, I was torn between wanting to keep it and never wanting to see it again.
I wanted to keep it so bad.
It was heavy and amazing.
Yeah.
And there's actually a picture of it on my Ravelry page.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I've been updating my Ravelry pages. I'm a professional.
That same friend, I made a quilt.
You made a quilt.
That's one other reason why I don't have anything done.
You made a quilt, and it was amazing.
And
it's not on your Ravelry page.
It's not on my Ravelry page.
Did you take a picture?
I did. It's not even on my Instagram. I should put it on my Instagram.
There you go. You should do that.
I'll put it on Instagram.
It was amazing.
I made a Christmas quilt. I did it. It was pretty amazing, but it took forever, and it was like kind of my knitting time.
Yeah.
Because I am not a sewist. So.
But yeah. So imagine this in navy, and that's what I made. But this is so exciting. I'm so happy. I'm excited for you to get it done. Did you mention the yarn?
No, this is Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar's Grouchy Green.
Oscar's Grouchy Green, yes. And the Blue Moon Fiber Arts Cake DK.
Oh.
I love it.
I have some Cake DK. It's right there.
It's
for my birthday.
I love the yarn. It's 100% merino wool.
Yeah.
Superwash. It's 100% merino wool.
And it's amazing. It's so delicious.
I love it. I started this May 1st, April 30th, something like that. It's been a long time. So,
you guys have seen it a million times.
You have, but I felt like I could show it now because I have.
Now you've because it used to be just like baby blanket size, but now you've got sleeves.
Now I got sleeves. I have a vest.
Armholes.
So,
that's exciting. Oh my god. So sorry if you were wearing earbuds. Maybe Howard can get that out of there.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so, and then I think my last thing.
I'm allergic to you.
Are we still talking
no,
about
I'm putting it away. I'm like,
okay.
I got.
Alright, I didn't want to cut you off if you still had something to say about it.
I didn't.
I am knitting the Melted Shrug by Sosu. I'm really excited about it because it's a lot like the Shishui, but with garter and mohair. So it's garter and mohair and brioche. Okay, so I'm not 100% sold on my colors. This is Jorstad Creek in the Isle of Skye base. It's mohair. I don't remember. My mom got it for me for Christmas. So Mom, I'm using your stuff. And then the paler is Ching fiber. Is it King fiber? I think it's Ching.
I think it's Ching.
Ching fiber in the Antique Rose in her silk mohair base, single ply. So it's lovely. And then I'm the front. Here we go. Here's the front. My mom got me this raspberry for my birthday. It's a Cascade silk wool blend.
It's really pretty.
It's really soft and silky. And then this is Hedgehog Fibers Skinny Singles in Anime. And I got that for my birthday from my boyfriend. And I love this gray neon. It kind of reminds me of like Strung Out on Love by Hannah Made It, but with neon green in it too. So I'm not 100% sure that I like this. This is the front.
I love my Shishui Shrug. It is so comfortable.
Yeah, but imagine if it had mohair and garter.
I'm thinking about making another one. It does have garter.
Yeah, but imagine it had mohair.
Yeah.
This is mohair held double because it calls for the melted Surrey alpaca, which is a fingering weight, and, well, you know, we're not all millionaires, so it's mohair held double. My mom got me 2 skeins of mohair for Christmas, and that's what I'm doing. And it's exactly the same color as Plumpy from Hedgehog Fibers. And I made the Echo Wood shawl. Did I show the Echo Wood shawl when I made it? I think I did.
Yes.
I wasn't going to bore you guys with the same stuff over and over again. Those are all my whips. That's it. I'm done with whips and finished.
One more.
Hey.
I am
I
knitting
these.
just a pair of socks.
Oh, bright. Yeah. They're not that bright in real life.
I'm using a crazy zubber ball.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you get that?
My mom got it for me for Christmas.
Oh, jealous.
And
Mom.
I love it. I have never used the zobber ball before,
Mm-hmm.
but oh my gosh, it is so fun. I love it. It looks red, but it's really more orange. It's like
Okay, I have a crazy zobber ball that I was knitting Neil socks with, but I stopped because I felt like it was really fragile. And I didn't want to put in the effort of socks when I felt like it was going to fall apart. But then I had people message me and tell me that it's not fragile. It's very hard wearing. So I don't know.
I've never used it before. I've never
Are these for
worn 'em.
you?
Yeah. These are for me.
They're lovely.
And I did a heel flap and gusset, and that's it. I'm doing them on my DPNs.
They're not that bright.
Normally I do it on Magic Loop, but I don't know.
It's very rainbowy.
It is, and I love, like, DPNs. I'm a lot slower, so these are totally just my, like, I don't know.
Slower compared to what?
Slower than, like, Magic Loop. I normally do Magic Loop, except for I have one set of DPNs, and I only knit socks for me on them, and it's totally just a process.
And those are your signature needle arts.
Yeah, my signature needle arts.
I love those.
I love them, and
I have a pair too.
they're totally, like, only me socks. Like, nobody
Absolutely.
else's socks will ever touch
Absolutely.
these needles. And since my mom got me socks for Christmas, it just seemed...
This is amazing. Good job, Mom. That's amazing yarn.
I know, it's
very
so
you.
fun.
Yeah.
I know, I love it. It's all orangey.
What's the colorway?
I don't know.
Sorry, I thought you had the label.
I thought I had the label too.
I thought I
but
saw the
don't.
label. Maybe not.
I don't know. I know it's a crazy Zauber ball, and I don't.
I guess I didn't see it.
have no idea
Okay,
what
all right.
happened.
I'm seeing things. That's fine.
I have
It's
no
so
idea.
cute. It's so good.
I thought I had it. I don't.
What a nice. Oh my gosh, I love that.
I know. I love it.
I
I
need to
would
finish
totally
Neil. Sorry,
get
Neil. I'm a failure.
I
Are these
don't know.
64?
64, yeah.
64 stitches around.
64 stitches on size 1s. Heel flap and gusset.
Love.
There's nothing fancy about
Love
them,
these.
but I love.
I keep looking at them and not showing you guys, but they're really
love
great.
it. I will totally do another crazy Zauber ball. Or just a Zauber
Yeah,
ball.
they're-
Is it crazy because it doesn't?
Okay, you know what I want
I
to do?
don't. Why is it? Is it?
Because the
Colors aren't. They don't match.
Yeah, they don't go in any direction.
They just
They're like
kinda-
they dye it and then they ply the yarns together and it comes out however it comes out.
Yeah, but they have like regular Zauber balls. But are those
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't know.
repeating colorway?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But you know the
I love
opal yarns, the opal sock yarns,
Yeah.
where it's got like the stripes and then they're kind of like prints in the stripes.
Yeah.
I want to make a sweater out of that just to see how it comes out because I'm really digging the 90s. I keep calling them Neil sweaters. Even though it's not, but it's not about my boyfriend. It's about Neil from the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Remember Neil? And he had those ridiculous sweaters. And at one point, Tim Allen is like, "Nice sweater, Neil." Like,
Yes, Neil sweaters.
so I keep calling them Neil sweaters. I'm into that aesthetic right now, like the '90s thing. My daughter's bringing back or not bringing back, but the '90s goth look is coming back, right? And she's all about it. But I kind of want to bring back the '90s sweaters and like hang out with her
Oh
and
my
be like a
God.
'90s parent.
Please make a Neil sweater.
But I keep
Please.
calling them Neil sweaters,
Find a
partially
pattern
because
and
it's
make
funny because, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, that's where I got the inspiration. But part of it's funny because my boyfriend's name is Neil.
Oh my God, please.
And I like calling him Neil sweaters in front of him and making him mad.
Oh my God, I want a Neil sweater. I want a Neil sweater. Let's
Right?
get Neil sweaters.
Right? Like, but I don't know what it would look like to put an opal sock yarn
Oh
in
my
a
God,
sweater.
no
I don't know if
idea.
it would work.
I'm totally just gonna go buy some like
I kind of wanted to go buy some. I saw some on
Hobby
Etsy.
Lobby yarn.
I don't know
Make a Neil
anything
sweater.
I don't know anything like Hobby. I've never used Hobby Lobby yarn.
Me either, but they have. I don't know. Like
Do
they
they
have.
have prints? I don't have a Hobby Lobby near me.
I don't know if they have prints, but I know they got like speckles, and I just want to make like that whole like big
Isn't that
chunky-
90s aesthetic?
Yeah, that big chunky
Like-
kind of like.
Yeah, with like short rows and like making bizarre. Like I am all about it right now. Okay, we have
Okay.
acquisitions.
Yeah.
Our first acquisition is the same. Oh, look at these guys.
Hannah Made It is doing a naughty minded makers club. So one
Yeah.
skein of yarn every month, and you don't have to like sign up. It's not a subscription.
Mm-mm.
You can just pre-order for the next
Yeah.
month, and she shows you what it's going.
I
to look
begged
like.
her last year to do a club. I was like, please do a club, Hannah. Please, please, please. I will join it. And she did. So I like to pretend that she did it just for me. She probably did.
She probably did.
But I told her. Oh, and I told her to make an advent calendar.
I hope she does.
Yes.
Hannah.
Hannah, if you make an advent calendar, I'm buying it. I told her 100%. I'm totally doing it.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway.
Hannah, do that, please.
So this is Poppin' Corks with my gal Molly, which I partially love because my daughter's name is Molly, even though the reference is ecstasy, obviously. But I kind of want to make her a pair of these too.
And her favorite color is yellow.
Like champagne colors, like this green with these light brown speckles, and then ecstasy themed speckles, like champagne and ecstasy socks, man. These are amazing. I totally want to make these and then have them for New Year's Eve. Which is also Molly's birthday, so they could be Molly's birthday socks because they're kind of like birthday cake.
They are.
And then her next February color is I Love You But Fuck You.
I can't
with
wait.
These pink and pinky speckles and a reddish, blackish, purplish.
It's like a deep
main
red and then
color.
like a black that split, and then there's some
So
black.
excited that's shipping this week. I cannot wait. I don't care what her yarn looks like or what the theme is. I am buying all of these club yarns.
I am so excited.
And Hannah's yarn is really affordable.
It is.
It's really, really, really affordable and really soft, and her speckles are crisp and amazing.
She does
And her
beautiful
colors.
work.
Have you ever seen yarn like this before in these colors? No, you haven't. Because I know that like every color combination has already been created and done, but the way that she does her colors, I'm a total fan.
I love it. She does gorgeous work.
My favorite
She
yarn
is an
on the
artist.
market. Seriously, of all the yarn I've used, I think it's honestly my favorite. Maybe.
Yeah, I use a lot of.
But
a lot of Hannah yarn.
I don't know. Dragon Horde yarn's really good too.
I know,
And
but
Yarn
that's the problem.
Cafe
It's like,
Creations.
I have their
I don't know.
yarn, right? But like I save
So
it
many-
because I'm like I don't know what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a special skein.
It's special. I'm making socks.
You're making socks. I don't know what I'm gonna do with mine yet.
I'm making socks. I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna do that. So that was January yarn, New Year's Eve or New Year's themed, and I'm gonna have New Year's socks for next year.
I love it. I love it.
What else do you have?
I have
Kind of have the same thing there.
Well, I guess it's kind of
God,
acquisition
come on.
slash like what.
Can't feel my feet. Let's go.
Not my problem. Don't care. Acquisition and what's next on my needles.
Okay, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna regret this. Just
I
ignore me,
okay.
and Stephanie's gonna talk
So
about her yarn.
I'm thinking about casting on the Glow with the Flow, and I got
Yes!
this
Please do
juniper for Christmas for my husband to make the Glow with the Flow by Stephen West.
Oh,
And
please make
I
that.
love it. So this, I'm thinking about casting on that sweater,
Yes.
but also Tristan from Dragon Yarn, the Yarn Cafe Creations podcast, is coming out with a new
Girls in the
sweater.
Yarn Cafe.
Yeah, sorry. I suck at podcasting. Sorry, ladies.
She's
Anyways.
the worst podcaster ever.
I am. She is coming out with a Spellman sweater, and that's supposed to be out March 1st. So I bought her Sea of Poison colorway.
That doesn't look like that at all.
I know, but it's okay.
It's not teal. It looks teal on the.
Oh yeah, no, it's blue. It is blue.
It is a blue.
It is a blue, and it is gorgeous.
Can we pause this?
Yes. Why? I had to make faces.
The
You
blood
can
is
make faces.
rushing
Not my
back to
problem.
my legs.
Not my problem. I made tons of faces.
Okay,
You
all right,
kept
keep
talking.
going, keep going.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna suffer back here.
Yep,
Don't
suffer.
flip into me.
I will. And so I bought 3 skeins of this to make her Spellman, which is with mohair. So I would
Tristan
have
is gorgeous.
have to make some mohair. I have to buy some mohair to go with it. But I'm thinking about waiting and casting on that Spellman
It's
sweater.
gorgeous, Tristan.
It's gorgeous. It's got cables and baubles down the sleeves.
It's pretty great. You should have tested it for her.
I didn't have time.
Oh,
Now
that's
that
true.
Christmas and everything's over, I do.
That's
but
true,
I
that's
didn't
true,
want to
that's
get into
that's
a
true.
commitment.
Christy asked us to test a pair of socks for her, and we had to decline, and I was really sad about it. So, Christy, if you're watching, hit me up again.
I know, I felt bad because with all the Christmas thing.
Christy did that 24 sock pattern thing for Advent. It was ridiculous.
Or I could do the Spellman out of Hannah's.
Ooh!
The
both.
mauve of it all.
Do both.
So I have this, and I can hold this with a blush pink.
You know, I was watching Tristan's stories, and she was talking about all of her Spellman sweaters, and I literally messaged her, and I was like, what do you do with all your sweaters? She's like, I wear them. And I'm like, no, but like you have like now 3 Spellman sweaters. And she's like, so? Don't you knit more than one thing? And I'm like, or, you know, more, this is the pattern more than once? No, I don't do that. I don't have any sweaters that are like the exact same.
I knit the So Faded twice.
Yeah, but it didn't look the same.
No, it was made out of
It's a very generic, the So Faded is kind of a generic looking sweater if you leave off the shoulder.
Yeah, I left off the shoulder. It's just a
Yeah,
basic.
it's kind of a generic looking, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with basic sweaters. But you can't really be like, oh, that's a specific pattern. With the Spellman, it's got a specific, you know, cables and baubles down the side. So
And I am so excited. So I just got to decide what color. So the Sea Poison, which I am so jealous of her blue one, so I may just make the blue
you guys
one.
can have matching sweaters.
Or I have the mauve girl.
I like the mauve.
And that's by Hannah Made It.
You guys, look at that. I think you got that on sale too, didn't you?
Yeah, she had a sale.
She has really good sales. Like, a lot of times she'll put her entire shop like 30% off, and you can get skeins for like $15.
It was crazy.
But I didn't have the budget for it at the time, so I was
yeah,
really sad.
I bought 3 of those because I'm like, oh,
And it's
I was originally
amazing.
thinking of no frills, making a no frills out of that,
Hannah,
which I
and
still might do.
And it's nice, and she sells. It's not even $75.25. It's this is
that's
100%
100%.
superwash, merino. But her main sock base is like $85.15, and
I think that's what this is. Is that what I bought this in? Yeah, this
super
is her
soft,
lore.
super squishy. Oh, the lore base is nice.
This is $85.15 too.
I love Dragon Heart yarn.
So me too.
I love Tristan, but Tristan went to Vogue Knitting Live, and their hotel room was on the 36th floor. And she kept doing these videos of her leaning into the window so that you could see below her, and I almost had a stroke. I almost died watching that. I was like, oh my god. I want to go to Vogue Knitting Live so bad, but I don't actually want to go because it's all skyscrapers.
Kind of scary.
Rhinebeck is kind of my thing with the 1-story barns, and then there's like a couple 2-story barns. You don't have to go up to the top. Anything over the 3rd floor I can't do.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I was visiting a relative in the hospital, and they were on the 14th floor, and I was like, I gotta go.
Glad you're okay. See ya.
I'm glad you're okay. I hope you make it, because I'm not. I can't. I'm so afraid of heights that I can't even be in a building that is really tall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that's weird, but the idea of being on the 36th floor of anything is horrifying.
If I ever went to Vogue Knitting Live, I would have to stay like really close.
I don't know if they let you do that, because the bottom is like office buildings and stores and stuff.
No, I wouldn't mind going up. I would just have to stay in a hotel really close to where Vogue Knitting Live is.
Yeah, but I think Vogue Knitting Live is in skyscrapers. Like on, like, you know, the 10th floor or, you know, 20th
Yeah,
floor
but
stuff.
I would have my hotel would have to be like within really close, like walking distance. Like I am not getting on a subway. I don't like not knowing where I'm going, and I've never been on a subway before, which
You know what? I'll just
would cause me severe anxiety. So I would literally have to like camp in a tent right outside the door to go. Like I could not function. I would have to go with somebody else that knew exactly where they were going, what train to catch, what subway, how to get there.
Yeah.
Like I would pretty much have to live with Christy Glass. I'm like, how do I get here?
She probably lives on like the 60th floors in some New York apartment. And no, no way.
The height is okay.
I can't handle the heights. But yeah, Vogue Knitting Seattle, I will go to that. Maybe, depending on where it is.
Are they doing that this year? They don't
Yeah,
do
they
it
are.
every year.
Yeah, they are. I think they are in October. And even then, though, the Seattle buildings that are tall, even when you get to like the 5th, 6th, 7th floor, these buildings in Seattle, they were built a really long time ago, and they're made out of brick and glass. And if there's an earthquake while you're in them, you're done.
Well, also
No.
underneath it is like hollow ground. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah,
They
and,
built
and
under down
sand
Seattle.
right next
Yeah.
to the water. It's all on sand. Like,
No, Seattle creeps me out.
yeah, I don't even like to be in Seattle on the ground.
Yeah.
Because all these buildings are just glass and brick.
And
it's
there's
gonna
nothing
be-
underneath them.
And there's nothing underneath them. You're done. It's over.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you. I hate Seattle so much.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
I only go if I absolutely have to, and even then, I try to get somebody else to drive.
Oh, I don't drive in downtown Seattle. It doesn't happen.
I don't know. I would rather drive in Portland. And Portland's pretty
Well, you've
rough.
driven in Portland before.
I've driven in
and that's pretty
Portland
rough.
quite a bit,
Yeah.
but I would rather drive in Portland
Yeah.
than Seattle.
But New York, I don't think is at risk for major earthquakes. I know they get some, but I don't think that they're at risk for major ones.
I don't think so.
So I think it's probably okay.
I don't know. So
I don't know. Anyway,
there you go.
that's the story of why we didn't go to Vogue Knitting Live.
we can't handle it.
We can't handle the skyscrapers.
Or
You
the
know-
transportation.
Transportation's fine. I would Uber it or walk. I think Tristan and Christy walked.
Yeah, walk. Like I would have to stay in a hotel within
Yeah.
walking distance. Like I am not, and like the whole like meet up on a subway.
No. Oh my God. Yeah. Did you see Christy Glass when she was talking about how to get to the subway?
Yes.
Yeah, and I was
yes.
like, I wouldn't go to that.
See,
Nope,
that's what I'm saying.
sorry.
Like I
Sorry,
cannot
Christy.
deal with that. Like
Nope.
oh gosh.
No. I know my limits.
Yep.
I can barely get on a plane. Barely.
Yeah, that's
So-
plane is rough too.
That's it.
Yeah.
No. Let's see.
What else?
Okay, I have more stuff. I have more
Let's see.
acquisitions.
I got the West Knits Best Knit sweater book.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
My wonderful little brother got it for me for Christmas, and I'm so excited. See, I also want to cast on a sweater out of this.
Yeah, you should. I would.
But then the Glow with Flow, and the
I want to get
Spellman,
that too.
and Stephen West Knits.
I got a
I love
Stephen
it.
West book too.
I know. I'm so jealous. I'm thinking about
Okay.
ordering that.
I got a Stephen West book. I got hybrid knitting. I don't have it in my possession yet because it hasn't been mailed yet. But
It's coming.
my boyfriend Jimmy from the
John Boy Knit?
no,
No.
it's called
No, his
Ombre in Sheep's Clothing.
yeah.
Is that
John
it?
Boy is his.
John Boy.
Is his,
John Boy and Wives.
Instagram.
He went to Vogue Knitting Live
Name.
and he thought of me and he met Stephen West and he bought me a book and had Stephen West sign it.
Gosh,
And it says like Rebecca on it.
I know.
It's the best.
It's
so
so
he's
cool.
gonna mail that to me, but he already sent me the code, so I already have the patterns.
Really?
Yeah, because
That's
he bought it
awesome.
for me.
No, that's sweet.
Yeah,
No,
right?
I just,
know
like,
he's the
to
best.
Send the code. Like I'd be like, oh, I got
Right.
this book for you. I would
Yeah.
not think to like send you a picture of the code so you can
But
start.
what's funny is that on the we keep talking about it, right? Because we're really good friends, and every time I talk to him about this book that he got me, I call it my engagement ring instead. So like
Oh,
he sent me a picture of it, and I was like, yes, I will marry you. You know, we're not getting married. We're not dating.
Oh,
but-
my God.
Honestly, that's the nicest thing. Like, I mean, come on, Jimmy, think about it. I did tell him that. I'm like, dude, I could move in and we could knit West Knits all day long. Every
Oh
day.
my God, that'd be great.
And he was like, yeah, that'd be so amazing. But no, I don't think that he actually wants to do that. So that's fine. It's fine, Jimmy. I'm not taking it personal. But I am excited about my book. Thank you. So Stephen West released the bubble sweater.
Yes.
And I bought yarn to make it. Madeline Tosh DK, Silver Fox. I had a gift card. I got a gift card for Christmas from Neil for eatsleepknit.com. And then I didn't use it, and I didn't use it, and I didn't use it. And then I got a $20 store credit on Christmas Eve because I was part of their program. Long story. And so I had like a lot of money in store credit, and then I didn't know what to get. And then they had a sale. I had like, what was it, 10% off, 15% off the entire
15%
store
off. Yeah.
for people who bought over a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. So of course I had to buy my Madeline Tosh Silver Fox. So this is going to be the body. It's the bubble sweater. The entire yoke is made with this stitch. So, I mean, imagine that, right? Yeah, great.
Mm.
And the great thing about this stitch is that it's knit one color at a time. It's not color work, it's stripes. You did this. Oh, you haven't.
I haven't done it yet.
It's
but
it's just a stripe. So if you can do stripes, you can do this stitch. And that's the yoke. And I want to make it, but I haven't decided on the color of the
Pink.
bubbles. I'm kind of thinking pink. I was thinking electric blue, but
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be too masculine.
I think you should do a pink.
I think pink is good. And then because they had a sale and you can't just buy
One sweater.
one sweater quantity, I got hedgehog fibers in the Gossip colorway, which is this hot pink.
I love
With
that
these
color.
pastel-
Can you use that color in this?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. This is the same.
I look around like I.
This is the Gossip colorway, knit up in garter stitch. And so I bought more because, well, this was skinny singles. I bought this in the skinny singles.
Like something like this double for your bubble.
What is this? Is this mine? Oh, this
Yeah.
is mine.
She's got a whole box over here going through.
I have a whole box of yarn over there, and I have all that yarn over there. We are sitting in a yarn wonderland. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, or
Like, for real?
You should take on your finger and hold
Like,
double.
seriously, look at this. That's my whips.
Sweater Mountain. The yarn that I'm just digging through.
I don't want to show too much of my messy room. Then there's, like, some stuff over here. It's ridiculous.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Hope you enjoyed my tour and my close-up on my forehead. Anyway, so
Sorry.
I bought this. I don't know what to do with it yet. No, I didn't buy this. Gossip colorway. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking about getting some mohair from Blue Moon Fiber Arts, and
and
their
do the no frills.
and their hot pink Psycho Barbie colorway. And then do the no frills sweater.
That would be gorgeous.
Or maybe, can I do a glow with the flow, or do I need 4?
Glow with the flow, you need 3.
See, I can do a glow with the flow.
You only need 3.
Maybe I should do that.
Because you need 3 of these and 3 of these.
Yeah.
And that's for my size.
Yeah.
And I know, that's why it was a Christmas present. But
I know, this is a Christmas present too, because
yeah,
honestly, knitting is kind of expensive.
it is. This was like my big
I love that.
gift. But yeah, 3 and
Sorry
3.
guys, it's itchy.
You didn't
Not
give me
big
4. It's only 3.
I love it.
I don't know. I didn't bring it all, obviously. I don't know. But
Right.
I'm thinking like glow with the flow. But I can't decide what color. So the glow with the flow has like a contrasting color neckband, and ribbing. And I don't know what color. I was thinking navy.
Navy or purple,
I have navy. I don't have purple.
charcoal gray.
Don't have charcoal either. I only have navy, so I either have to buy something or.
It's lovely.
I'm
It's
pretty
lovely.
excited.
You should be. It's really gorgeous.
That might
It'll be
be
great.
that and the Spellman, which I'm thinking I'll do the Spellman out of blue and match Tristan and do the no frills because I have all the time in the world to knit.
All the time
'cause,
in the world to knit. We do.
You know, I'm not busy at all.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I just knit all day. But I don't get as much done as you would think. For somebody who just knits all day long, I feel like I never finish anything.
I'm just starting to finish things, but I started in the end of September. I babysit my niece.
Yeah.
She's 7 months old now, but I babysit her 3 days a week.
And you drive your kids to and from school.
And I drive my kids to and from school, and I do flute lessons, and my son is in speech therapy.
That takes
it
up a lot of time.
Yeah, and we do Girl Scouts with my daughter. Like, it's kind of
Like, my daughter
Does-
Molly, my 3-year-old, she started in the public school for her developmental preschool. And she goes 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, for like 2.5 hours. And I feel like that eats up all of my morning. You know, because I feel like I can't, by the time I get home from dropping her off, I can't get into a project. I don't have enough time to actually get into anything. And then I have to go get ready to go pick her up. And it just seems like kind of a time suck. So I totally get why dropping your kids off and taking them to school would kind of be like, feel like a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even that. I dropped them both off at the same time, but my son, I pick him and my nephew up, and then an hour later, I have to pick up my daughter.
Ooh, you don't get to do it all at once?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's awful. See?
So
I would never get anything done.
Yeah, it eats
I'm
up
surprised
into
you
it.
do.
And then 3 days a week, I don't really get anything done because I can't knit with a 7-month-old.
No.
I can, but she grabs everything and eats it. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I'm so jealous.
Guys, okay, I got this yarn. I believe it's a DK weight. I bought all this. I went to the thrift store and I found a wool sweater and I ripped it apart. It was a men's 44-inch or size 44 wool sweater. It's really, really super rustic wool. There was vegetable matter in it still. There probably still is. I haven't picked any out. I took the sweater home. I got a seam ripper and I just started ripping. And it came apart beautifully. Beautifully. It was
But
amazing.
it's not like scratchy.
It's not super scratchy, but it's
It is
definitely rustic.
Yeah.
So I got this wool. It's 100% wool. Took a sweater apart. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I think that it was a brand new sweater. I don't think that they'd ever really worn it. There was a hole in the shoulder. I paid $12.97 for the sweater, which apparently is a lot for a good wool sweater, but
Especially with a hole in it.
yeah, because the wool sweaters at the store, all the wool sweaters are $20. All of them. But that one was $12.97 because it had a hole in the shoulder. So most of the yarn was usable. I don't think it had ever been worn. It definitely had never been washed. So I actually washed the sweater first, then I unraveled, and then I washed all the yarn again because other people's skin cells in my yarn makes me want to vomit. So I washed it a lot. And it was a lot of yarn, and I didn't know how to wash it because I needed a big pool of water. I didn't want to use my kid's bathtub because that was recently condemned by the health department. And so I had to figure out what to do. I actually ended up putting it in my washer, like soaking it, and just leaving my washer lid open so that it didn't agitate at all, and then pulling it out, like, you know, an hour later or whatever. And that worked really well. And I used Soak Celebration. It smells pretty good. And I think I might make a sweater for myself. Like this is not my color. Not at all. It makes me
It doesn't look bad on you.
But it's not going to be fashionable as much as I want it to be. I was thinking about making a Jones cardigan, but I don't know if I will, because that's a lot of work for a sweater that I'm probably going to wear when I'm pretending that I have to do farm chores. Because that's what I want, is I want a sheep farm, and I want to pretend I have to, and I want to do farm chores.
Hold a double and do a carbeth.
I don't like carbeth.
No. No.
I mean... Okay, first of all...
There's nothing wrong. You don't have to like every pattern.
First of all, the name. Carbeth. What kind of name is that? I don't even know. But it's got the word carb in it. And those are my enemies. And then it just comes up really high on the neck, and I just am not a high neck person, especially with an itchier wool. I haven't decided what I'm going to do now that I've totally trashed Carbeth. I just don't...
I don't think it's trash.
I think Carbeth is a lot... It reminds me a lot of the flax sweater. And it's like... Great, it's a sweater. Like, there's nothing really great about it, I guess, that I can see. But people seem to like it, so good for them. You know, whatever you want. Don't wait for me to endorse your stuff. Like, I think it's great. But I just don't get it. I don't get the hype around the Carbeth, I guess.
I think it was just that you can knit it...
Quickly?
Quickly. But it was a bulky weight.
Maybe.
Sweater? I don't know. But honestly,
never
bottom-up sweater... I knit bottom-up sweaters, but only bottom-up sweaters that I pick up for the sleeves and knit down. I've never knit a sleeve
I'm
up
scared of that.
and then attached it, because what if it's too short or too long? Like, I don't want to have to, like,
it seems
cut
scary.
it.
Which is funny, because knitting really isn't scary, right? Like, if you can knit and purl, you can make anything. And I've never encountered anything thus far that was scary.
Yeah.
I did knit a baby sweater that was like that, though, once. It was like, it was a cardigan, and it was bottom up. And then I got to the next part of the directions, and it was like, okay, now cast on for the sleeves so you can join them. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And I ripped it out.
I want to knit Rock Creek by
Caitlin Hunter.
I have the pattern.
Is it DK?
It's, no, it's worsted. I actually got some Malabrigo for Christmas, the Rio, and I thought about doing it in that, but it's one of those, it's bottom up, and then you knit the sleeves and attach it all.
Yeah.
And I'm scared.
I'm scared. I don't know why I'm scared, but I am. So, anyway...
I haven't even read through the pattern. I should read this pattern. It's probably not as hard as I think it is, but I'm scared.
Reading through the pattern will probably help.
Probably.
Goodwill. My Goodwill has a ton of wool. The Silverdale Goodwill. Tons of wool.
I don't get, my Goodwill sucks.
Dude, my Goodwill has
It's
so much
awful,
wool.
and I don't understand, because there is always somebody dropping off stuff at the Goodwill.
Yeah.
Always by my house. Like, they even have signs out there saying sometimes that they're not taking any more donations.
Wow.
Why do you have nothing?
But you have Value Village.
I love Value Village.
I have nothing. I have Goodwill.
The Value Village is way better, and they're always. I love Value Village.
I think that if you're experienced enough in fibers, you can, because I can, go to the Goodwill, go through the sweater section, and I don't even have to look. You can feel.
Oh yeah.
You can just feel sweaters. And I've been fooled a couple times where I was like, oh, this might be wool or a blend, and then it's acrylic, and I'm like, okay. But, I mean, this, I could tell immediately when I picked it up. I was like, this is wool. It's rustic, guys. Oh, I wish I knew what breed of sheep it was, because I don't think it's merino.
No, it's not merino. The hardest part for me is looking and seeing how it's seamed and telling whether or not it's something that I can pull apart. But I know there's a trick, because Wool Jewel did a...
Yeah, that's where I got the idea. It was last year when she did the take apart a sweater along. I don't think that's what she called it, because she's a little bit more eloquent than I am.
It was like it had to do around like Earth Day, recycling.
Yeah.
It was a cool knit along.
And I went to my Goodwill, and there was no wool. I bought an acrylic sweater to rip apart, and it didn't come apart well. It was like felted, which it was acrylic, so I didn't expect that, but it was like stuck together. I still have it.
I know.
But no, I found wool. So easy. There was no felting whatsoever. It had obviously never been worn. All the buttons were intact, but they're masculine buttons, so I'm not going to use them. But yay, recycling. And it had elbow patches.
I know. It was so cool.
I might keep those elbow patches.
I would.
I know.
Make the maid well. Put them on.
It was DK weight.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm really, really, really happy about that. So thank you to everybody who gave me advice about how to do it and who answered my pleas on Instagram. Because I got on Instagram and I'm like, I want this sweater, guys, but I don't know if I can take it apart. Yeah, it was really easy. Actually, it was really simple. It was seamed perfectly. It was, you know, knit separately and then seamed together, and it was amazing. So yeah, I think I've literally gone through everything that I've done since December.
Yeah, me too. That's it.
That's it.
Feel like, yeah.
I want to cast on the bubble sweater.
I want you to cast on the bubble sweater.
But I need to finish some of my projects. I've been working on my Marl Magic sweater to try to get through that. Because that's been on my needles since I literally cast it on the day it came out. I knit half of it and ripped it and threw it away. I started over. So I've been knitting the Marl Magic cardigan for like 2 years now. And I want it done. I want my needles back.
I really just want to cast a new sweater on. My problem is like, I have a lot going on with moving and stuff. I don't have the mental space to work on something.
You need the mental space to work on stuff.
And I don't. So I've been really working on like the sock. Like I finished that one sock in less than a week because it's easy. I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I kind of want to cast on another sweater just so I can have the
You should do your socks 2 at a time.
I don't want to. I've never done it, but I don't want to.
It's easy.
It
takes longer, but it's easy. And that way you don't have to worry about gauge changes.
That did happen.
Did you talk about that?
I did not.
We like sat here before we got started and we did like a mini podcast just to each other, like showing each other all the things we were going to talk about.
No, we haven't seen each other in a long time.
I know, we really haven't.
So these socks took me over a year to knit. And they're exactly the same because I count rows. And one is about that much longer.
But can you tell when you put them on?
No,
Well, then,
not really. It's really not. I don't know. That looks like a lot. I don't know.
Those are gorgeous.
Like, but once I put it on, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
If I put it
they're
back
gorgeous.
here more. I don't know. It's about, quarter, half inch.
Yeah, that's not that big of a deal.
It's not a big enough deal for me to rip it back.
You could do 2 at a time socks. You should do 2 at a time.
I could, but but see, like I got this yarn for Christmas, and then I put them on my needles because my DPNs, and I can't do 2 at a time on my DPNs, on my signatures, and that is totally like my meditative, relaxing, happy knitting, because those needles make me happy and only work with yarn that makes me happy, and I can't do 2 at a time. So that would not have helped me here anyways.
Okay, there you go. That's true. That's legit. I don't do 2 at a time needles either because it takes forever. Or 2 at a time socks. It takes me too long. It's faster to just do one, but then I get the second sock syndrome, so.
I just cast on right away. Because
You
then it's
have
already
to.
on the
You
needles,
have
and I
to.
have to get it off the needle, so it doesn't really even matter. So,
Yeah, I'm definitely not one of those people that can even have, like, 15 socks on the needles because I have 2 pairs of sock needles.
I have 3 pairs of socks on the needles right now.
Yeah.
One for Howard, one on doing Magic Loop, and one on my DPNs, and that's it. Any more than that? No, nope. So.
Good stuff. Good times. Good times.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm already thinking about Stephen West's next Mr. Knit Along.
I haven't even finished mine. I'm still on section 3.
Did I show you guys how great this is?
I haven't even made it to that yet.
This color.
I'm on this section.
This section?
Is that section 3? Nope. I don't know what that is. Not on that.
My hair's gonna be a mess, but that's okay. Y'all know I'm a hot mess.
What am I on? No, that is what I'm on.
Yeah. Oh, that's upside down.
Yep. I'm on that. I didn't even bring it because
I was worried I was gonna run out of yarn, so I added in color opportunities.
yeah, I'm about right here.
Can I just say that I genuinely hated knitting this? I hated this, and I did the brioche, and I hated the syncopated brioche. Then we did this, and I didn't really mind. This was probably my favorite part, even though the Latvian braids were kind of a pain in the ass. I don't think I talked about this before.
I
hated
the
it.
Latvian braids.
They were a pain in the ass. It took forever. It took me like 2 hours for every single braid.
Yeah,
And then you had to knit this, and I was worried I was going to run out of yarn, because, so I added in color opportunities. And then this kitty paws crap, which honestly, Stephen West, I love you so much. You have no idea. But this was a cop-out. This was embarrassing. Honestly, this clue was almost exactly like the last one, and you had to knit 2 of them. And if I wanted to knit 2 of anything, I would make socks. Okay, and I don't like making 2 of anything, and it was really, and it was called Kitty Paws. I don't like cats. I'm sorry. The only cat I like in the whole world is Lucky Jackson. That's it. Okay, dogs aren't it, it's cat. And I honestly don't even like him all that much. Sorry, Ray.
I'm not a cat person.
Not a cat person. So you named something Kitty Paws, and I'm like,
No,
oh my god. But then the worst part was that he had options to like end. You could like, he had exit strategies. And it looks like a vagina. And, but if you wanted to do the border, you had to do the entire thing. Because there was an option to stop here and an option to stop here. But you had to, but I wanted to do the border. So I had to knit this entire thing, and I was so angry, and it took forever, and it's pink, and it looks like a vagina, and I'm really mad about it.
It does look like a vagina.
But it's not so bad when you wear it.
No.
It looks like a pap smear.
It does. I wish we could go back for it. Can you see it kind of how, like, yep.
Especially when you, like, do this, and you, like, dangle it like leg up in stirrups.
Right? That's what I was trying to get, like, the whole...
Yeah, like, look at that.
Yeah. Yep.
That looks like a giant vagina.
Yeah,
So I'm not
a vagina shawl.
But it's not so bad when you wear it.
No, you just got a vagina.
And you know what? Okay, I know that I shouldn't say hurtful things about designers, but first of all, Steven is never going to see this. And second of all, he got the money. I paid him for it.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I mean, it's a mystery. You don't know what you're
absolutely.
Doing.
And I just said I'm excited about the next
yeah.
one.
And I'm going to finish mine. I don't know if I'm going to do the border on it, though.
Oh, the border's so worth it.
Is it?
Yeah, except you have to fold it over.
Yeah,
So
see,
that last 6 rows, you're like, oh my god, I know I'm not. But it's worth it. I think
I love it. It pulls it all together.
it pulls it all together. It's the best
needs
part
it.
of the shawl. It needs it. I haven't woven in my ends yet, but it needs that. And I will say, as much as I've been like complaining about the shawl just now, so much better than Speckle and Pop.
Oh, yes.
My Speckle and Pop is the worst shawl I've ever knit. I hated every second of it. I hated my colors. It was my colors. This one, I love my colors. The design. Okay, if Stephen West had just released this and said, "Look, here's my Texture Time shawl,"
I wouldn't have knit
I would not have knit it. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I persevered and stuck because it's so warm and soft and cuddly. The mohair is amazing.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm gonna finish mine. I finished this, and then that's my next one. I'm not I don't want to say that. I don't want to say I'm not casting on another shawl, but I'm gonna try to finish.
I love shawls. I just don't like knitting 2 of something.
Yeah,
that's my problem with socks. That's my problem with mittens.
Like Hoey's, what is it, fading point?
Her starting point.
Starting point. I think it's gorgeous, but I don't want to knit 2. It's just not happening.
Pieces. Yeah,
so I will never have a starting point because I don't want to knit 2.
I knit half of the starting point.
You did.
I did. And I never finished it because knitting a second one is just... I thought I'd be able to do it. I should reclaim my needles from that. I think it's on size 5s. Anyway, yeah. No, I really like it. And you know what? Honestly, I think a lot of them that people have made look a lot better than mine because they're not quite that pink, cavernous. Like, I look like I could go diving in this lady's crotch. Okay,
it looks like a vagina, but you get the pink too.
Okay.
Mine's not any better though, because mine are like, this is practically the same colors, only instead
Purple.
of pink, I have purple, so.
It looks good. But
it still
okay.
looks like a vagina.
Jimmy from John Boy NY, he did one in purples and it's gorgeous. Let's trade Jimmy.
You don't want your vagina?
No, I do, but I just really love his too.
Oh.
I saw so many that look really good, but I was really glad that I didn't use any kind of peach or tans or browns because I feel like he had a set of peachy pinks and I was like, oof, those did not. No, I think my next one's gonna be blue.
Blue.
I'm feeling blue.
I'm feeling blue lately. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, I just bought some.
Like,
let's see a poison colorway. Yeah,
I just bought this electric by Hedgehog Fibers. It's a deep, deep electric blue. It's not teal.
It is gorgeous.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna save this. I think maybe.
Oh,
maybe. For my Stephen West mystery shawl. Oh, see, that's what color it is. Look how great that is.
It's gorgeous. Ugh. I'm telling you, dude, I'm feeling it. I just bought the Dragon Horde Sea of Poison colorway. I'm gonna have a Spellman. We're gonna match. We're gonna be matchy-matchy. She doesn't know it yet, though.
She knows now.
She knows it now. We're gonna be matchy-matchy, Tristan. cares.
I don't think she cares. I think that's
I don't think she did. I gotta buy. I hope she still has the mohair.
Why don't you just buy the mohair at the same time?
Because
It's expensive. I know.
It's expensive, so I had to kind of break it up
Mm-hmm.
so we
Yeah.
could eat till the next paycheck, and then
I feel that.
like it's
I feel like we did really good. We're only at an hour and 24 minutes.
not bad for 2 months.
It's not bad for 2 months. Oh my gosh, guys. 3 months, really. Because it was beginning of October.
End of October. Your
No, it was
birthday.
the beginning.
Your birthday was the end of October.
We didn't do it on my birthday.
We did it really close to your birthday.
No, it was after my birthday.
After.
In November. Or
So-
beginning of November to the beginning of February. It's 3 months.
Okay, well, it's gonna be better because things have slow. I hope
Okay,
things are
you
gonna be
guys-
better.
No,
and
from now on,
Howard
I don't
has
wanna-
a different schedule. That's what's changed.
That helps.
My
too.
husband now has a different schedule. He has weekends off, which means like today I could ditch the kids
True.
and come podcast.
True. That is true.
So
But so from now on, nobody messaged me and asked me when are you podcasting again. Message her.
I'm the hold up, guys. It's me.
She's the holdup. I keep telling them that, but they don't believe me.
Nobody says anything to me. They're like, so
Every
maybe they're just
time,
like harassing you.
every time you want to message me and say you should podcast again, go tell Stephanie about it. She'll listen.
Yeah.
To your feelings.
Yeah.
She might not do anything about it, but she'll listen.
Well, and I'll tell you what's up. I'll be like, oh, I just got a house. No, I hope.
I did a video chat with the girls in the Yarn Cafe, and they asked me why I hadn't podcasted, and I totally threw you under the bus. And I was like, yeah, it's Stephanie's fault, because she refuses to drive the hour and a half because she's lazy. And they were like, well, I can see her point. And then I hung up on them. No, I didn't, but I was like, what the heck, guys? I'm supposed to take my side, but they totally were on yours.
What?
It's an hour and a half
It's
drive.
an hour and a half, so
long.
it's 3 hours of just driving. So I have to have pretty much
Yeah.
nothing going on that
It
day.
is far. It is far.
Dude. And so my daughter is in an honors band, and they do practices on Saturday mornings from 9 to noon.
Did you do that today?
No, she didn't have it today.
Nice.
But that is also over. Next Saturday is her performance, and that practice will be over too.
Yay.
So my weekends are opening up.
I
Pretty
love,
excited.
I love not having anything to do on the weekends, but nah, it's amazing.
Tell me more about your great life.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I wake up whenever I want because Neil gets up with the kids. And then I drink an energy drink, and I knit, and I knit, and I knit, and I knit, and I knit until about dinner time, and then I have to get up and make dinner. And then we eat, and then I knit, and knit, and knit, and knit.
That's what I was going to do
Sometimes
today.
I shower.
But I'm podcasting.
Y'all are welcome. She's sacrificing her knitting time for
I
you.
am.
Made them feel guilty. Anyway, so I think that's it. I think we've covered all of our knitting stuff. Nothing's happening in my life whatsoever that's interesting or worth listening to.
Me either. I still live with my parents. Haven't found a house yet. And that's it. I babysit and hang out with my kids and knit whenever I have a
Our
moment.
sister-in-law had a baby. We got a new baby nephew.
Oh, we did. That was
Fun. We have a new baby, Michael.
he's
I'm really excited. He is the cutest baby in the whole world, which is pretty exciting. And it would be exciting if he wasn't cute, but he's adorable. Didn't knit him anything. I wanted to. Didn't happen. I'm sorry, Heather.
I felt really bad about that. It's not too late, really. Could knit
Yeah,
something
well,
for him.
I mean, I don't know. I just know that she knits a lot too, so I didn't
And she
want...
knit him like the most adorable sweaters.
But I know that I knit my kids a bunch of stuff, and then I never put them on them. They rarely wore their hand knits. So, in fact, remember
Sorry.
a few years ago when we knit our kids' Christmas sweaters?
Mm-hmm.
My kids never wore them.
I
Ever.
don't know what to do with mine. My kids' sweaters. They wore them, but I thought about like, do I unravel it and
No.
reclaim the wool?
No.
Do I?
You keep them, and then they can have them when they get old. They can give them to their kids. I have hand crocheted clothes that people made for me when I was a baby. It's fun.
Oh my god. Mom pulled out the box of stuff, baby stuff, and she's like, "Oh look, this is the first thing I ever knit or something," and it was for me, and it was like a pants and sweater, but it was so stiff, like
Yeah, but it
I
wasn't.
was like, "Oh my god, this doesn't even move."
It wasn't wool though.
No, it was acrylic, and I'm like, Mom. And she's like, yeah, well, I think you only wore it once because it was. Like, it was like 2. I probably couldn't walk in it. Oh, sorry, Mom. It was very sweet of you to get me a sweater and pants.
I think I remember that.
Like a light blue, green,
Yeah.
like Eastery color.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But when she pulled it out, I'm like, oh, God.
Well, that's awesome.
That's probably what's gonna happen. Like, when Zoe's gonna pull, I'm gonna pull it out and be like, look, I made this. And Zoe's gonna be like, oh.
Oh, I have little crochet dresses that I never put my kids in, but I love having them because they're little tiny, and I used to wear them.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff.
It's older.
Yeah. I got hand-me-downs
Yay.
and a sweater suit.
Anyway, so hopefully Stephanie will buy a house. If you want to sell her yours, let us know.
That would be great. If you're in the Olympia area, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm looking. That's okay. More houses coming on the market. Like in December, we have 4 cities that we told our realtor, like, this is the area we're looking at. All of December, we got like maybe, I think it was like 6 listings.
Did our camera fall?
Well,
I feel like I feel like I started sitting like this and I was a floating head, and now it's kind of.
Well, you set it up more, I think, when you.
I put it back
Yeah.
after my room tour.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So.
So yeah, real estate.
Like, yeah, like 6 houses, like all the way up, and then once the end of January hit, we've gotten like a few every week.
Yeah.
So we've looked at
You'll
more
find
houses
something.
in the last 2 weeks than we did in the whole 3 months we were looking, 4 months. So
Yeah, it's gonna happen for you.
soon, I'm sure. More people will move. It's spring. More houses come
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah,
It'll be fun.
absolutely. You'll be fine.
So, but hopefully, and I'll have a podcasting room, a knitting room, crafting room, sewing room, because I do that now.
I
kind
cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to get a crafting room.
of. Yeah, that's like one of the priorities.
I have a crafting room. It's my bedroom. But I have a
Yeah,
big
but
bedroom.
you have a huge bedroom. If I had a room this big, I could have a craft.
Y'all don't even realize how big this room is.
It's really
It's
big.
huge. It's really
I
great.
feel like it's as big as my living room was in my last house.
Oh yeah, easy. I got a king size bed in here, and then it's just tons and tons of room, space. Anyway, so
Yeah.
my daughter came to check on us, make sure we all didn't die, which was nice. But yeah, we're still podcasting. Okay, but we're at an hour and a half, so
Yeah.
we're gonna
It's
end
time for
this.
me to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I don't know, me too. I bought a salad.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.